We create electrical schematics in the GJC environment, either using AutoCAD or IntelliCAD. Here I'm using AutoCAD 2009, and we go File and New, and you'll find on the server a folder called CAD, and under a folder called Templates, and under Electrical you can pick a template drawing. Let's imagine we were working for GJC and we want most of our electrical schematics on an A3 sheet. You'll notice there's an A3 sheet there as well, and we'll open it. I'll zoom extents, and you'll notice that the template drawing that we started with delivers to you a grid with a 10mm grid and a 1.25 snap, and if we swing to paper space, there is the GJC sheet, and you can edit the attributes in this block, in this title block, and also edit the attributes in the revision sheet. Let's swing back to the model, and we'll paste into here a typical GJC schematic, electrical schematic drawing. We'll pop it down here somewhere. Hopefully we can get it to fit in reasonably well. So there's our schematic drawing. Let's zoom in a little on part of the drawing. You'll notice that the majority of symbols and the majority of lines are drawn white. We plot these with a very fine pen, as you'll see in a moment. If for any reason you do need a thicker pen weight on lines, then the first thickest line, if that's a term, we apply a colour 40 to it. So in this bus bar diagram, those lines running across the top will plot thicker than the rest of them. If you need to bring in blocks such as the motor and other blocks that are in here, it's just insert block and browse your way to the CAD folder, into approved blocks, into electrical, and you notice here that we've divided up all the symbols into circuit breakers, contactors and so on. There is a block overview for circuit breakers 1 and 2, so you could open that drawing up and find the particular block that you're interested in, or if you know its name, dive in here and select the block. You will notice that when we select the block here, we see the attributes associated with that block. So let's open up that particular one and bring it in, and we'll pop it down on the grid in that position. If you do it this way, you will be asked for the attributes that are associated with that particular symbol. So we've given you a detailed symbol library, and as I mentioned, if you were unsure of the name of the block, and there's a consistent naming structure, and details of that are on the reference support website, if you did want to check the name of an individual drawing, go back again to the CAD folder on the server and go into approved blocks, into electrical, and open up, let's say, the circuit breaker master drawing, and here you'll notice we've put individual examples of the blocks here, a description of them, and over here is the thing you just saw in the thumbnail that we brought in, the position of the individual attributes. You could, if you wanted to, select a symbol from this sheet, right click and copy, and then swing back to the drawing that you're currently working on and paste that particular block in. So you'll see that I've brought that particular symbol in that way. So there are a number of alternatives, and we don't mind which ones you use. I'll zoom extents, swing into the drawing sheet. Now to plot the drawing, it's a matter of just going File and Plot. You will find that we've associated with the drawings, with all of the template drawings, a PCP file or a color dependent style table, which will map every one of the white lines that you see in the drawing to a very fine pen, and a slightly thicker pen will be mapped to color 40. So we can OK that. That will print the drawing. I'll throw it onto the desktop at the moment, and I'll overwrite one that's there called AA Test, and then we'll go to the desktop and we'll look at AA Test, and there is our drawing. We can rotate the view counterclockwise. So that's been printed to a PDF file, and you'll notice if we use our marquee and zoom, we've got very fine lines. This means that the A3 drawing can be read on an A4 sheet, and we've got thicker lines at the top there where we needed them. So we can go back to our previous view. So that's the way things are done in the GJC environment, and it doesn't matter whether you're using AutoCAD or IntelliCAD. We work things in exactly the same way.